Hey, what's going on, guys? Just taking you through this setup that I did. So I purchased a Aqua bag, the large one, which is 190 pounds, pretty big. First step was getting it into shape. So what I was trying to do is kind of hook it up and just get a feel of the size of it. I had to use a rod to poke in through the water hole just to get it into shape. That way I could kind of start with the rest of the setup. So basically I didn't have a hose because it's just on my balcony. So I got this large 5-litre water bottle. So essentially 1 litre is 1 kilo. So I put that in about 11 times, so it adds up to 55 kilos total. So essentially just, doing it slow, pouring it in through that filter. Sticky taped it to the top. It took a bit longer than I thought, but it was all good. So I managed to get about 55 kilos in there. I thought I'd just give it a go. As you can see, the bag is kind of dipping a bit. It doesn't have its fullness to it, so I had to kind of think about how I can get air in there without filling up too much more water, because essentially I wanted to make it so I can just move it up and down, just set it up at different heights for myself and for my toddler, in case he ever wanted to just use it. Yeah, it didn't feel too right, to be honest, with these kind of dips in the bag. So I had to think of a way where I can get air in there and then plug it back in. So essentially these cap things that come with the Aqua bag, it's a little bit interesting. So this part, you can't put a pin through it to pump the air in, but the top cap part you can, which is interesting because you can't put the top part in without the bottom part. So I've just put tape on there, and I'm going to put the bike pump in through the tape, so it's going to be a little bit airtight, and then let's see how that goes. So here we go, just poking it through, and I'm just going to pump it up as much as I can. Okay, so I'll tell you what, this is a lot of work. This was took a lot of effort, a lot of time. I felt like it was barely pumping up, but I guess over about 10 or 15 minutes I could start to see the shape a little bit. So I kind of just kept going with it, trying to make it a little bit more sturdy so I could just pump it with ease. Alright, so as you can see, it pumped up pretty well. It's looking a lot better, a lot more fuller. Now the trick is I have to somehow get the plug back in there without letting any air out. So let's just see how that goes, and hopefully it kind of still keeps its shape. Yeah, so essentially once I took the tape off and put the plug in, all the air kind of came out. So after all that, the only thing I could think of was actually just kind of blowing it up like a balloon. So I just kind of put my mouth around it and just blew as hard as I could, and then just put the plug back in as quick as possible, and that actually worked out pretty well. So I'm going to give the bag a bit of a test out, but while I'm here I thought I'd just flex and show you my glove collection. Got about 8 or 9 gloves in total. So I've got 3 gloves I'm going to test the bag out with. So the 10-ounce Everlast, the Cleto Reyes is 12 ounces, and the Winning 16 ounces. So let's see how they go.